Welcome in, everybody, to the AEL High School Competition for Term 3 here. Proudly brought to you by none other than Mattse and OniPotence. What's going on here?
Hi. Hi, Matt. Hello, everybody.
Pleasure to have you on board, Oni. You know, from translator for professional teams, you're now casting the best of the best in the high school competition, and I'm sure you can't wait to see exactly what's going to be in store here. But you know what is in store to begin? It's going to be our sponsors. So, big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
Of course, you can't forget HyperX and Officeworks. Power your game with the latest HyperX gear out Officeworks. When you need speed, control, and zero distractions, Officeworks has got the tech. Discover gaming gear made to handle serious play.
Serious play every single day. And a big shout out to Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors of the day from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. So big shout out to each and every one of our sponsors. You know, you love them and we appreciate their support. And I'm sure I know what Oni's going to be eating at the conclusion of today's broadcast. So get keen for that, Oni. It's going to be great. Going to be great, just like our games here. So to start off, we do have a new season of Marvel Rivals now with season 9.5 on the on lock, locked in, and we are going to have our first glance at what the hood is going to be like. I'm really hopeful that our teams bring him out today. I think he is available to be played. There's no restrictions there, so very keen to see what's going to be cooking. Speaking of what's cooking, though, our first matchup of the day is going to be locked in. It's going to be TGS SCCC taking on LSC Rivals here, and it looks like our first map in contention will be Hell's Heaven on Domination. So, it's going to be good, Oni.
Oh yeah, I mean it's always nice having Domination start off with. It's relatively even. So yeah, Hell's Heaven actually a personal favorite of mine. There's a lot you can do with it. There's some a lot of room for mischief to be played. I personally myself, I do like a bit of a opening strange CP, if you will, potentially.
I like the sound of that. I think these teams like the sound of that as well, Oni, as we are going to be getting in. So, thank you so much for your patience, everybody. It's the moment you've all been waiting for, as the draft will now begin. Woo! Let's go. Let's see how these teams go toe-to-toe as we lock it down to begin with here. First ban is going to be Elsa this time around.
So for those who might be new to how this all works, this is the standard Ignite ban system where you have a team A and a team B, and it's basically like, to put it very simply, just alternating ban picks and saves here. Oh, actually, no, this is not the Ignite system. Oh, no, silly me.
Not quite, Oni. Something
not quite.
A little bit different, a little bit different. But that's A-OK. So we'll be getting the Bucky Protect to come through there. Gambit going to be locked down for TGS SCCC as well. And I already like how we've got the hood being hovered there by Ghostly Figure. I think that's going to be an exciting one. But speaking of excitement, we are going to be getting Luna locked out this time around.
Yeah, interesting first saves though. Bucky being saved first is an interesting decision as... Yeah, I mean, the duelists are quite powerful this time around, especially at the start of Season 9, where we had basically a massive change with all this new team-ups coming up, a lot of nerfs, and a lot of buffs as well. So, I mean, evidently so, Poke Duelist has been quite dangerous, and it's really no surprise that Elsa has been tossed out the window. But Bucky's save is interesting as well, as you don't really see the Duelists or the Vanguards being saved for that matter. Strange save coming in. Very interesting.
Yeah, it looks like they maybe have a bit of priority over portal play there, and are looking to see if they can do more with that as well. As it is going to be a Torch locked out this time around, so interesting to see Torch being put in focus there. But speaking of what's in focus, Cap is going to be in focus this time for the wild card. 240 FPS, no more, no less. I'm keen to see how they bless things up. But let's see how things go. Is Magic going to be locked down there, playing into the Hood team up as well now? So finally we get to see the enhanced effects to these team ups, right? Because I mean, all of season 9.0, we didn't get to see them at all, but now we're coming at it a full swing here. So I can't wait to see exactly what they're going to cook, because with the enhanced effect, the Magic and Hood team up there, they actually have the summon Limbo demons, you know what I'm talking about? They have heavily increased health as well as a wider attack range there, so they might be a bit more tenacious with this enhanced effect.
Yeah, this game's all about tenacity, isn't it, Mr. Mattse? Both in-game as well, and in the mental fortitude of both of these teams here. So, we'll have to get quick started here on Hell's Heaven of Domination. First, a map to get things kick-started in this series.
Yeah, get started, get down into business, and looks like Moon Knight and Cloak going to be bringing out their Hood team-ups there. Now, I've seen some videos about what Cloak can do with the Hood team-up, and apparently they can not only apply invulnerability or vulnerability to their enemies, but apply enhanced damage to anyone that they get locked into the Veil there. So you can basic 100 to 0 someone on Cloak real quick.
Okay, I mean, Cloak DPS might be back here. That's exactly what we see. Their first KO coming on in. Bucky taken out by the Cloak. We are living in a topsy-turvy universe there. A ghostly figure looking down to blast through that Magneto shield there and apply a lot of forward pressure as well. This is exactly what we've been kind of seeing out of Hood. I mean, Hood's only been out for, well, essentially at this point, a day or so.
Hours.
24 hours, so yeah, give or take a few hours, yeah. But I mean, from what we've seen so far, Hood is quite the brawl Vanguard, if I do say so myself. I mean, you can get really up close and personal, and of course, if a team does opt to go for the Scarlet team, can TP on out. But this is some good control coming up from LC Rivals.
Looks like it is going to be turned back by TGS now with a Raging Royal Flush rushing in with 3 KOs to their name and looking to wipe the whole damn board, Oni. So, fantastic work from them there. Ghostly figure actually going to be hunted down on delay as well. That's a great staggered KO, especially onto a Vanguard, because that's going to buy yourselves that little bit more time. Like, it's allowed them to get just up to 10% and maybe there beyond for free. So, they're going to be happy with that, but all the meanwhile, LC Rivals are getting very close to a lot of opportunistic ultimates. Like having the Hand of Khonshu there is going to be big, but also Kraken Impact. There's a lot more they can do. Speaking of though, Bionic Hook, Line, and Sinker, they find to soak.
Oh, but that's a Kraken Impact coming on the side of LC Rivals, and the reset coming in as well. It's Bucky on Bucky combat as well, but Spider-Man joining in on the fray as well, forcing the boundary coming on out, so no reset's going to be had for Beastie, and taken out as well, KO prematurely. So some impact found in the Kraken Impact, but not so much, as Lord Twisty is getting really deep in the action there. Magneto and Invis getting KOs of their own as well. So Tassoak left to their own devices, forced back as well. The wild card not letting go so easily, diving and dashing away. And Freedom Charge not that far away either. So TGS actually have a lot under their belts in terms of these ultimates there, but look at the side of LC Rivals. It's almost a full house in terms of the ultimate charges.
Yeah, they have a lot to strike back with here. I like the fact that TGS was able to strike first there, but looks like the firework finale are going to be popped and dropped there by Tassoak already. Try and soak it up. Olive Oil are playing in to the Scarlet team up as well. We'll lose the Invis in the meanwhile, and more with the Hand of Khonshu coming down, clearing a ton of space here. TGS did a great job to stall as long as they did. They will get it up to 87, but at the end of the day, LC Rivals will be able to bounce it back. The one ult my eyes are on, though, is, well, that one. You know, the Demon in the end there. Very keen to see that one come into action there. Keen to see what the Hood can do for their team, as they've got a lot of impact that they can make themselves.
Yeah, that's true. They didn't really invest too heavily into the previous fight. They're just the Hand of Cotton Shoe, and of course Firework Finale invested, so they still do have access to the Eternal Bond, and of course the Magneto as well. But this Raging Royal Flush on the side of TGS does prove to be a cause for concern. If they're keeping the ult tracking in check as well, they should be aware that this is a possibility, but the Eternal Bond comes on out, and the Meteor comes on in, slam dunk downtown, as a Kraken impact coming on into already found, as TGS will strike back tenfold.
Yeah, amazing reaction coming out from our Magneto players there. There's a big reason that they're a large counter to Cloak, but it looks like they're no joke. They're going to be finding more than just counters to that. They're going to counter the whole damn team, only force them as far away from the objective as possible, so the frozen airfield will yield big results for TGS so far. But now we move on to the Super Soldier Factory. That's where you were made.
Oh, Mattse, if you just take a look at those guns of yours, and I'd say that you're the super soldier here, Matt.
Gotta love it. Maybe you and I are like Captain America and Bucky Barnes. The dream team, the dynamic duo.
Oh, Mattse, that's so cute.
Gotta love it. Gotta to love it. But as always, Mr. Oni, I've been expecting you, and we're expecting big things heading into the rest of today.
Yeah, I mean, if that first point was anything to show, I mean, TGS are quite resilient, able to bounce back from losing that point control and striking back twice as hard. So now we do go into Super Soldier Factory here. It's definitely a bit of a different layout, especially with some teams opting to take upper control on the second floor there, which LC Rivals doesn't really seem to be too interested in doing so. So it looks like both teams just got to be meeting each other head on. But Wildcard looking to go for a bit of a flank there, perhaps to set up an early dive as well. Captain America though, interesting, as you'd expect more so of a Venom, but not expecting this Raging Warrior Flash. LC Rivals getting pushed back, already losing both of their strategists in the meantime as well, as Spider-Man looking to jump down and take out the hood. KO not quite confirmed yet, but dragged back in down into the depths of hell, as TGS will secure a point.
Yeah, great use of the get over here there. They managed to lock in that KO and will continue to show many more great moments. But still, we haven't seen the demon coming out so far, Oni. I'm ready for the demon to the end. I want to see it from Ghostly Figure. I just don't know if they're ready to pull the trigger yet.
Yeah, I feel like it's a relatively situational ultimate to be used as well, as you're entirely stationary to use, and especially not when high-octane gameplay is coming in like this. The Spider-Man ult coming on in, and just a complete smackdown. TGS aggressive push in with a Freedom Charge as well. And of course, a spectacular spin coming in from Spider-Man to clean up shop here. But yeah, I mean, TGS are doing really, really well as well. They have access to a strategist ultimate as well, whereas LC Rivals are still really yet to quite get there as well. So you've really got to be prioritizing healing and building up those strat ults.
Yeah, their priorities need to be set straight here. Looks like they might not have a strategist in the moment, as Lord Twisty has got big focus on the invids there to hold it down. Get in, big shots from a Ghostly though, but the invis will fall to Soak, and Erica going to be the last two strats on a line here now. White Fox is out and more to follow. Kraken impact, locked and loaded. Emma going to be shut down as well. Everybody falling one after the other. They get reset after reset on those ticks there. And they have plenty of presence to follow it with. LC Rivals, though, do they TP at this stage? I mean, it's going to be their only hope to get back, right? But it looks like they're going to release the Kumio Unleashed here.
Yeah, the Kumio Unleashed trying to push, trying to create some space, but to no avail. It gets bursted down there. So they're still held at the gates. It's held back there by Magneto and his ferocious tenacity to push right on in. But wait, look who's here. It's a Kraken impact coming on the side of LC Rivals. They're still in with a chance. It's need a touch. So close. Gets so much right at the edge, but they do manage to contest at the last second as the Psionic seduction comes on. Oh, Miss Strange.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? They get out, they get locked in. The Raging Royal Flush coming at the last second here. LC Rivals do the best, but it's Mr. Sloth locking in one of their own. The delay on the straddle there. We're going to see if they can lock down even more. Bazasti falling into the light there. It is not going to be able to bring the light back with the boundary. And it's map number 1, locked and loaded for TGS. Oh my days, Oni. What a confident start to the day.
Yeah, I mean, they're getting really, really aggressive, and they're just working really, really well together, coordinating the ultimates as well. I mean, those Raging Royal Flushes came in at the right time. The strategist ults, I really do want to point out as well, as that invisible boundary that we saw earlier, pretty deep into that choke.
Yep.
A very, very aggressive boundary as well, but that's the type of boundaries that we really, really do like to see. As strategists, they're not just there to support, they're there to create space, they're there to create advantages, and that's exactly what a very aggressive invisible boundary does, because it applies so much pressure. But yeah, I mean, overall, the spotlight definitely on this strategist ultimates for me.
Oh yeah.
But overall, I mean, great ult usage from everyone on the side of TGS is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Ernie. I think it was fantastic what they were able to achieve there. You know, they had a mission and they really put in they put the cards out accordingly and managed to lock in. So, going to be very happy with that first result there on Hell's Heaven, but looks like we are getting our convoy map prepared at the moment. And as per the draft there, looks like we are going to be seeing Spider Islands actually locked in this time around. So, old Classico and, famous or infamous Penny map, but with the changes in Season 9.5, do you think we see less Penny?
I don't know. I'm still pretty hard to say as...
On the fence?
Yeah, I mean, it's Season 9.5 has only just come in. There's been a raft of changes, so it's still, I'd say, too early to kind of tell how the meta will shift. I don't think it really will change that much, to be honest, because, I mean, from 8.5 to 9, that was an absolutely massive change. But from what we've seen from 9 to 9.5, I don't think it's really going to have nearly as much of an impact as we had from the changeover from 8.5 to 9.
Yeah, it just feels a little bit like a filler patch at the moment, doesn't it? You know, it's not as insane as what we saw from 9.0 itself, but I think Season 10 will have its own set of changes coming into the mix. Just like our draft right now, we're seeing Gambit, Band, and Hulk to start off here, so looks like they really don't want to deal with the Hulk.
Interesting. Gambit Band does quite make sense, but Spider-Man Save, honestly... In most cases, I would say that is quite the interesting pick, but I mean, considering how well Lord Twisty did on the Spider-Man, might be good to prevent any target bans from recurring, but you know what? I really like that Mr. Fantastic Save. That's pretty funny.
That's aura, Ernie. Straight
That's
aura.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Positively.
We need to bring this into Ignite, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think this is the start, you know? It starts at the grassroots, and it makes its way all the way to the top. So, very eager to see that one break out in the future. Just like Spider-Man breaking in with the Protect as well. You know, it's a brand new day, but it's time to make a big play with Lunar Snow.
Well, I do like this Luna. Quite a force to be reckoned with, especially in, for most of the game's life cycle, but more so now, a very, very large in life presence in the backline there. But the Magneto ban coming in on the side of LC Rivals, I'd be a cloak and a dagger save. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I guess it kind of does make sense since the Meteor has essentially been nullified now, so there really isn't much to directly counter that Eternal Bond. But Invis ban coming in as well. Invis also quite powerful, I must add. So LC Rivals, pretty interesting spread, just essentially nullifying a decent chunk of the strategist line.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
Yeah, and it really limits your options and tests your hero pool to, I guess, the limit there. So curious to see how that's all going to go now, as our heroes get locked and loaded here. The Hood are coming out again from to soak there. Maybe they're thinking about it. Mattse going to bring out the Mr. Fantastic as well. Always great to see the most bouncy hero there is heading in to this one. But, ooh, Artos there bringing out the Groot. I kind of like this, especially playing into the defense. This is really going to allow them to control the space a lot better. I like how they're bringing the Rocket in at the early phase as well. You know, Rocket on defense, it allows your defense to last that little bit longer, especially relying upon the BRB there. They can do great things with that one, but we'll see how effective it is in reality, as they got the thing to worry about and more where that came from.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the Groot has, you know, for the most part been a must pick or even or a must ban on these convoy maps, and especially in such a front to back map such as Spider Islands. It's going to be quite the force to be reckoned with. But on the flip side, LC Rivals have brought in the Punisher as well. So the Punisher, if his aim is true, the Groot wall is going to be coming down pretty quickly, I must say. But TGS playing quite an aggressive position here.
That's what I needed.
Yeah, the aggression paying off as well.
Oh.
Spider-Man finds the Punisher there. Looking for more around the outside. I like what Lord Twisty's up to here. They found the thing as well. They're going for some environmental KOs. I know what you're doing, Lord Twisty. Using the get over here. Not going to happen today. No one's turned to take care of him either. This is kind of wild, Oni. They've just gone uncontested for years.
Like, guys, Spider-Man's already dragged one of your players off the map. Come on, like, surely we got to be aware that Spider-Man is lurking somewhere in a backline there. Dive coming on in. Not too much damage, but still an ever-lasting presence in the backline that's still really not yet taken care of. But Olive Oil already cracking impact activated as well, and a pretty good hook. We might have overcooked it, but the BRB does bring it back to life.
Yeah, back to life and straight out of strife there. Bazasti, good with the triple KO there. Make that 4 apparently. Well done for Bazasti and Go. And looking to continue to pressure forward, but the mission vehicle isn't coming with them because there's still one of the TGS players on the cart there. That was Spider-Man, I think. So that's kind of great. You know, that built their team a lot of time to regroup, albeit they do lose themselves. But Spider-Man, this is a prime case. They get back immediately. That was huge, Oni.
That's a crazy Spider-Man tech going on there. I know, like, I could never. I don't know how they do it, but they're doing it. I mean, Punisher is having such a really, really hard time. It's going to be the fate of both worlds invested as well. And the CYA as well. The Brainiac bounce. This is the ultimate mania.
Yeah, Ultimania, just like Roster Mania. Switch up in now. The dance floor coming through there for Mr. Sloth. I'm ready. See if they can take them out of the fray here. Eric, they're in a bit of trouble, but might be all right. Maybe not. Clobbering time coming up with a spectacular spin there. Lord Twisty, good for 2. Will finally be punished by Bazasti, but it doesn't matter. Everybody has stolen and fallen here for LC Rivals as the staggers come through effectively. So, great work from TGS there, even trying to find the Mr. Fantastic as well. Just for that final one, will they succeed? To be tested. So they will be forced to fall back there. But they're doing a great job at just holding down this initial choke point. And Lord Twisty is back behind them again.
Yeah, just going completely unchecked. Just living the best life. Just fully moisturized as well. Just sliding around the place. Oh, final judgment coming on as well. Lord Twisty still under scrutiny, but looking to dive towards the back line there, but Artos taken out. That's all the walls are taken out as well. Thing joining in on the action as well as a final judgment. Finds 2, but Olive Oil looks to strike back, but not for much longer. Under scrutiny as Basasti will punch him right on out the server. But Portal.
Yeah, it's Portal time. Coming at you right here, right now. See what they can do here. Take it slow, take it easy. Cracking impact at the ready as well. Ooh, take it slow. Ooh, we'll find the Eternal Bond there. Freedom Charger coming up as well. And looking for more where that came from.
Ooh, what a lot of damage. A lot of scrutiny coming on in. The Freedom Charge not really garnering the results that they hope for. As Wildcard just trying to stay alive for as long as possible, but Lord Twisty going for a touch. There's no portal to speak of. It's just delay the inevitable as LC Rivals will manage to squeeze it out and push just that little bit. but no, they're still there to deny the stalling for as long as possible, but not for much longer. LC Rivals, they managed to get it over the line and they stay alive for at least another 2 minutes and 30 seconds here.
Oh, not that much longer, Oni. They will hold on to it. Cap doing the best they can to force them back here. LC Rivals trying to hold the front line, but they will lose one in the meantime. Brainiac Bouncer coming through. It's time to get Bouncy, but they will succeed for now. Mr. Sloth good with the dance floor, though. They make a final stand here. Can look to run it back into the fray. I like the shotty coming out as well. Just look to run its course there, see if they can take care of the Mr. Fantastic eventually, and they will succeed. So goodbye, farewell. Now time to hide on the other side of the pillars.
They've got a lot of forward damage coming on in as well. It's Captain America wildcard coming back on in. We're going to be the unknown factor here in the back line as well. I mean, these dives are so coordinated, but Agamotto goes absolutely big in the spectacular spin. And the CYA added on top as just an amuse-bouche at the end. LC Rivals in a matter of seconds are completely demolished. But mind you, a lot of ultimates invested just into the one fight there. And again, as well, no strategist ultimates to speak of, whereas LC Rivals are well on the way. Building up both as well. Speak of the devil, they've got both, and they've lost olive oil in the process as well.
Good loser. More than that in a second, Oni, as a Punisher will succeed. And now Final Judgment coming through. Huge freeze as well. Locking the Strange in place there. They will get brought back by the BRB, though. But it's a great way to clear a lot of space for your team there, albeit I like the adaptability from TGS as well. You know, they play the angles, look to fall back, and they can launch a counterattack in a second, as now they have their own Final Judgment, and they look to burn through the opposing Punisher, and maybe even more, playing into that Daredevil team up there. They can scope out where their enemies are exactly. It's a absolute massacre over the mission vehicle there, Oni. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Final Judgment, trend for Final Judgment there. And but again, for TGS, they have no strategist ults to speak. Oh, no. No, Twisty, you can't do this to them. Has he got it? No, he didn't cancel it. They still have it.
Oh, my goodness. They managed to make it work, but they do cancel the clobbering time. That was very impressive. Eternal Bonder coming in, forcing out the dance floor there. So it'll be strat for strat. Oh, there. Artos going down. Erica as well, but Artos is back, ready with a BRB. Agamotto up the top there, locking a few in place. Not going to be able to clear too much from it, though. Freedom Charge, allowing them a little bit more time to cook here. I like this from Wildcard. Stall it out for your team as much as you can. Give them a bit more time to respawn, regroup, and see if you can reconfigure that approach there. Lord Twisty, pressure's on you and or Artos right now, Oni.
Yeah, no portal coming into this one. As Lord Twisty looking to try and challenge the backline, just jumping right on in. The team up rocked as well, but another big eye of Agamotto to come on in, sailing in. But LC Rivals, they still stabilize, still alive and well, punching away, slapping away. Bisasti just going absolutely nuclear there, but Lord Twisty striking on and back as well. A lot of KOs coming back and forth, back and forth. LC Rivals still having a foothold on to this mission vehicle there, but TGS will weather the storm and they'll prevent the second cap there. Beautifully, beautifully done from both teams, no less.
Yeah, well done. Well played onto that one, Oni. And now time to switch sides. Right on the edge of the second checkpoint there. TGS will prevail in their defense, and now it's time to run it back on the offense here, but I spoke about Penny Parker before. Looks like Zro is thinking about bringing that one out, Oni, so could be Penny time, it could be a strat pool time as well for Tasok there. Trying a lot of different recipes tonight, or today.
Yeah, I mean, Penny, like we mentioned previously, is still a quite an annoying presence to deal with. Especially on the defenses where there's a lot of little nooks and crannies where we can have the nests find their home. But TGS opting for pretty much exactly the same comp that they had gone for on the opposite side there. But I'm still just thinking, Captain America, instead of the Venom is an interesting choice. I mean, there's pros and cons to both, but I still feel like, I mean, at the very least since the previous season, that Venom has just become that much stronger compared to Cap. So if things do get a little bit untenable, maybe we might see the switch over, but we'll just have to wait and see how TGS go in their attacking half.
Yeah, and I think it could be just a limitation of the hero pool as well, only, you know,
Of course, yeah.
they might not be able to play the Venom or consider it, but for now, what they are doing is certainly working. You know, there's a reason they had a strong defense there. They're looking to translate that into a strong offense. Oh, KOing them with the smoke grenade there. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's really impressive.
It actually does a surprising amount of damage, especially if they're low.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary.
Hopefully we see more where that came from, you know. I've seen the map KO someone, seen smoke grenades. What's next? Maybe a spray. Who knows? But we do see Luna go down there. So a very confident start from TGS. Already impressing the mission vehicle more than halfway to that first checkpoint.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive push coming out from TGS as well. I mean, they've got a lot of sustain into this. Luna has been a very prominent figure in terms of the Stratus line as well. Of course, Rocket having that availability of that BRB to bring someone back into the fray that much quicker as well. It's just LC rivals aren't really able to sustain or hold really well. They have gone for a few changes and opting to bring in the triple support line with the sub pool brought into the fray. But yeah, I mean, again, people have opted to play this strat pool, but I don't think he's as good as people think he is. But I mean, maybe for LC rivals, they've got some secret juice that I don't know about. But hopefully, it comes out pretty soon as TGS are well on their way to pushing this to the second point.
Yeah, interesting to see the triple strategist line come through there from them, but it looks like as soon as we mention it, it's gone. We will see the Bucky coming out from them this time, and maybe you might not see much in second as Dr. Strange is feeling the pain and facing the music there. Sports coming out from Os Artos as well. A spectacular spin could be in order here. I like what I'm seeing. Maybe this is going to be the chance for it. Eternal Bond coming out as well. Spider-Man considering their options here. Does opt to wait in the beginning. Clobbering time up top. They might go for a get over here. You never know till you know.
There we go. Comes right on out. Does manage to get one KO. Still under a lot of scrutiny there. Mr. Fantastic Bisasti challenged by the Punisher as well as Wildcard, looking to stall for as long as possible with the Freedom Charge, giving their teammates a little bit of reprieve, a little bit of time to regroup as the main Armada starts to roll back in once again. Os Artos leading the charge.
Leading the charge and ready to barge in head first here. Olive Oil does have the final judgment available if they want to commit to it here. Australian Prison locked in. Death Floor going to be forced out by Soak there. So good that they can soak up some of the damage up front. Ooh, Lord Twisty going somewhere else, it would seem. Environmental KO there. Not sure what happened, but hopefully they'll be back soon with those insane rollouts. I'm sure there will be. Dance Floor coming out now, though. Here we go. Olive Oil has what they need to soak up the damage, and they bring out a ton of their own, finding every KO they could possibly hope for here, and then some on the mission vehicle. Goodbye, farewell. It's a triple KO for Olive Oil, and they are on the home stretch here.
I mean, a beautiful, beautiful combo coming out there from the Fate of Both Worlds and the Final Judgment. I mean, seems like half the time once the Final Judgment is popped, the Punisher just goes down instantly. So just having that Fate of Both Worlds just to keep the sustain up and to get best use case out on the Final Judgment. Absolutely beautiful teamwork coming on here. Olive Oil just sitting up top, head on a swivel, literally like a turret. As Wiggly Noodle will find some more finals as well, and no touch to come on it. It's TGS to win out map 2.
Map 2 and the whole series, Oni. Fantastic work from TGS there. So we'll lock it down into our best of 3 endeavor here. So GG, well played and well-deserved MVP for Olive Oil there. You gotta love it. They did some fantastic work on the Punisher here. So got to give props where they are well deserved.
Yeah, I mean, very nicely done. I mean, it's quite evident that TGS are a team that are really on the ball, really in sync with each other as well. And LC Rivals, I mean, they really did give it a red hot go, but unfortunately just didn't go the way that they had so anticipated. But that's okay. I mean, they've really showed what they're made of as well. They did give TGS a pretty good run for their money as well. So hopefully we see them coming back stronger than ever next time round.
Yeah, hopefully we will see the strike back, the resurgence next time around. But you don't know until you know, do ya? So keen to see how the show fares heading into the next portion there. But that's going to be our first series of the day done and dusted here, folks. Very keen to see what our next one looks like. We are going to head to a short break while we get that one cooked up for you, though. So stay tuned. It's going to be a good one. And we'll see you right after this. Welcome back, everybody, to AEL High School Marble Rivals Term 3 here. Mattse and Oni coming at you with all the action. And after that first series, I can't wait to see what's coming up next.
Yeah, I mean, if the first series was anything to kind of lay down the foundations for this day, it is going to be absolutely amazing in this series. I'm sure will be no less as exciting and energetic.
Yeah.
And absolutely amazing.
Power!
Mmm.
That's what we're agreeing right now. Yeah! Bring out your Wolverine! Hey, maybe you'll be Wolverine on broadcast too one day. Like someone I know.
No.
Yeah, no. As we start the show off into our next series, KBGS Housefire YT coming at you against SPLC Panthers. Here, first ban is going to be Mag and Hella. Hella, a targeted ban towards praise there, 1000%.
Oh, interesting. Target bans
Jubilee.
coming out. Jubilee. Huh?
The real Jubilation Ali has been first protected. Never thought I'd see the
Huh?
day.
Jubilee save. Straight save. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very unorthodox, I will say, but interesting to see how this one's going to work out.
I got a feeling they might want to bring the get Jurassic with it, don't you?
Magic? Yeah, I've seen a lot of dinosaurs.
Yeah. Looks like everybody's looking to walk through with the dinosaur this time, but no magic. Gonna be locked in here. So, unlucky for them, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Phoenix actually going to be banned away, so you can see there's a heavy focus on the duelists there. They really don't want any impact from Braze in particular, because Braze has been quite the, let's say, result getter for the SPLC side.
I see. So a lot of target bans though coming out. Interested to see how this one's going to work out. But the Gambit save coming in as well for KBGS. So hopefully we could see a one-sided Gambit here, but SPLC still have their save available. It's going to be Punisher. Interesting.
He's back. From one series to the next, Punisher commands respect here. Very eager to see how that one will fare. So wait things out patiently here. Next ban will be Elsa. So, what are we seeing right now, Oni? It's full of duelists and vanguards banned away. Where's the strategists?
Yeah, actually, not a single strategist banned, which is honestly very surprising, if I say so
Hulk.
myself. Hulk!
Mantis is
Hulk.
open. Gambit's open. The hood's open. Everything's
Basically,
open, mate.
Everything is. I mean, I guess on the flip side, that makes things a lot more interesting then, because we have a lot of high value characters open. I mean,
Ooh,
just by
Cyclops
taking a
team
look. Ooh,
up. Or not.
ooh,
Panther.
ooh, interesting. Panther. Yeah, back to my point. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of high impact characters still relatively open and available to play. I mean, like on KBGS, I mean, the strategist line, you see the Gambit, you see the Jubilee, and I mean, not to mention, you have the DD present as well. Not as powerful as he once was, but still enough to be quite a nuisance to the backline of SPLC, which Rocket and Luna, quite the backline if I have to say so myself, and of course the Venom brought on in a massive thorn in the side of any team coming on in the past few seasons. But Wolverine tossed into the mix as well with a Cyclops team up. It's going to be pretty interesting.
Yeah, and the great thing about having it enhanced as well is with Cyclops at the ready, it's the Blast Slash team up is permanently active. So that means they can extend their attack range of the Savage Claw and Berserk Claw strike there. Vicious Rampage is replaced with Kinetic Claws, so they get a brief forward lunge that unleashes a flurry of slashes all around. So, yeah, Wolverine is going to go crazy, to say the least. I'm very keen to see what Praise can do with that one as we wait things out. Big damage already coming out up the front here. No one really getting on in convincing fashion. Sawsy going down early, though. This is good because taking out the rocket means there's no BRB at the ready.
Yeah,
Oh my
on
goodness.
top of that as well, it's Hood just absolutely blasting the way on through. But the dual pull coming on in does manage to secure the KO on towards the Luna, so the backline really feeling the full fury and thunder of KBGS right now. But it's SPLC, they've gotten initial control, but KBGS looking to take it back.
To take it back all the way through there. So, keen to see what else they can do in a second as well, as we do have the dead pool there. So keen to see what dual pool can do. You know, maybe they bring out the skill issue, the pop quiz, anything that they can do. All locked and loaded there, finding their way past a Praise as well. So making big impact. Praise is back with the BRB though, so that's at least one positive for them. But I mean, it's rowdy right now, going insane with those claps, commanding applause. Oh, the freeze from a distance as well. Hyper locked in on that one. Holy moly, Oni, that is present.
That is indeed. I mean, ISOT's for a reason, just painting a beautiful, beautiful picture for SPLC right now as they retake and maintain control right now as well, sending KBGS back to the drawing board, at least temporarily. Try and reset the efforts of Praise just hiding around the corner. Oh, this is a dangerous, dangerous dive combo coming on in. But it's DD, it's the real Kaz looking to try and soften the blow here. As Cyclops taken down, but Wolverine still looking to hack and slash their way through. Strange. No, not strange. Dual pull. Taken down, but that's a demon of the end proc as well. And the Eurasian Royal Flush is just Ultimate Fury. But SPLC, they've double ulted.
Yeah, that's going to be a big problem, isn't it? You know, using both strat ults at once leaves you so vulnerable. And now, KBGS, they've still got the Firework Finale at the ready. They can bounce straight back in with that. Let the devil out, Sonic Seduction. There's a lot of things they can do here. That Firework Finale is where my focus really lies. Still, they have to make their way back to the mission area, and they've already lost Daredevil, so this is not a good start at all.
Yeah, definitely not at all by any means. That's Firework Finale coming in, but the Eye of Agamotto looking to deny as well. But the Eye of Agamotto essentially nullified. Ruby Rage coming on in. Dual pull taken out. Next dual pull not really having a good day by any means of the word, but the Psionic Seduction does put the chocks in on SPLC's advance, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be for too much longer, as SPLC, they still have the advantage. Just walking right on in. Hyper diving their way into the backline as well, just taken out one by one, and they will fall as SPLC reign is supreme over .1.
Oh yeah, they get it done when it counts there, Oni. Gonna be very happy to take early presence over the frozen airfield there and yield results in a solid fashion. So, moving on up to the Super Soldier Factory, back where it all started, back where it all began, and ready to see who will be able to come out on top of this one, as we are going to be preparing for battle, ready to saddle up, lock it in,
30 seconds.
see who can find that first mark here. Do have Let the Devil Out available, Last Stand available as well for Praise there. So there's a lot of aggressive presence they can use here. You Silly Goose is actually going to match the Wolverine as well. So this could be good from them, but they are playing into the same kind of team up lineup in the sense they don't have the enhanced team up, unlike SPLC here. So curious at what they look to run this time.
Yeah, but I mean, right now, big focus is on those Strategist ultimates as well. The closest to getting theirs being Rao on the Luna as well. 61% still quite a way away, but the Rocket always able to build ult very, very quickly. So it's just going to be a matter of whether Sawsy can build up the ult quickly, which they're already well on the way to doing so. But Luna getting a lot of healing coming on in. That's the last set. Brock as well. Praise running right on in, slicing, dicing, spinning around like a madman. They got Rabbit It's hopping around everywhere. As SPLC, a lot of pressure initially brought on in.
Oh, firework finale coming through as well, but I mean, it comes a little too late there. SPLC have already opened the gates on their capture and may look for more. CYA available as well if needed. They aren't going to require it. They also have a dance floor there, so they've got a lot of options here. Even if they bring out the Region Royal Flush, like, it's not going to matter. But speaking of, we are going to see the last stand come through. Rowdy's bringing out the dance floor here. Let the Devil out online as well. So everything kind of being thrown into this one. And here we go. The Demon is coming on as well of the end there. CYA in a play. Sawsy doing the best they can to deal with them. But the Gong Emperor will succeed in the beginning.
Yeah, the Demon on the end actually being put to really effective use to nullify that CYA. So SPLC in a little bit of trouble, but not so much as we'd anticipated there. But you silly goose, not sealed for much longer. But Praise looking to slice and dice. So SPLC, despite losing that CYA, still holding relatively strong as well and have access to a few ultimates as well here. With KBGS much closer to building those just ultimates here. So this next fight is going to be all important as SPLC already some pretty serious percentages found on the point capture.
Yeah, big percentages and a big impacts alongside him here. Mr. Yeet Turtle going to be the first to fall though. So it looks like they're going for the counter action rising, but Hyper and Co won't be able to stall out any longer, as it is going to be the retake for KBGS now, and they're looking to further their pursuit, but the real quest there might be in a bit of trouble.
It does manage to escape just by a hair's length there. And Mr. Eaton looking to get into the action, but pays the price as Real Kaz takes him out with those billy clubs of theirs. As Praise does manage to find another elimination. So Wolverine is going absolutely wild, spinning around like a tornado, going absolutely haywire. There's Kaz getting dived on into dive. A dive that's quite a finale, also procced as well. Silent seduction for KBGS. Looking to stabilize and advance further deeper in towards enemy territory. A lot of eliminations coming on in. Cyclops hits the dirt as well. Hello, so good to contest. You are not contesting any time as I am Moto completely tossed out of the window.
Yeah, tossed out the window and thrown against the wall there. So, see if they can to rise up when they fall. They will be waiting patiently here. The Emperor ready. Does have the Demon available. Last stand and now going to be used as well. Looking to see if they can slice their way through. The Beyblade coming out for a second there. Love to see it, but not today. Here we go. Demon to the end and now looking to put an end to this one. Dance floor online with the Feast of the Abyss there. Maelstrom shuts down at least one of them. Raging Royal Flush coming through as well. Trying their best to rush the back here, but it's blow for blow, KO for KO on this.
But mind you, they also now have the COA available, which does come on in, so they've taken the turns of using their strategist ultimates. But then again, they've already lost too much for the CYA to be rendered effective there. So SPLC, I mean, it looked so good for so long, but now it's been turned onto its head, and potentially a TP now needing to come into fruition there. But the Luna Rail trying to contest does buy them a little bit more time, but the Ruby Rage invested not going to find the impact that it was looking for.
Yeah, not this time. A firework finale coming at you from a Barry as well. Last stand. Oh! Big pick up there, but it just is not enough. They won't be able to hold on to that one any longer, as Praise was off the mission area. So the capture will go KBGS's way. And we move on to the third final objective of contention here, the Eldritch Monument. And everybody is going to be preparing themselves for a battle here. But speaking of advantages in battle, last stand a lot closer for KBGS on this one. And in fact, they've got a lot more closeness to a few ults worth of a charge there, as SPLC committed a lot towards those last moments. So, going to be a troublesome beginning. They certainly need to try and lock in the neutral as much as they possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, at this point in time where we're not really too close to a lot of ultimates, this neutral is going to be very, very important. As I mean, yeah, we're essentially a 1-to-1 apiece. So this preliminary fight going to be pretty.
All you need to do is capture the mission area.
Actually, I say pretty, very important. But looks like Easy might opt for a different character now. Going to be rolling out on the group there. So essentially the classic 2-to-2 coming out on both sides there. Just looking to deal some initial chip damage there to get point number 3 underway.
Underway and ready to play, Mr. Oni today. Tainted voltage coming out, big bionic hook in and through the line, and sinker there. As goes down, Hyper good for it. Looks like Hyper can play anything. Last stand coming out as well. We'll find E42 wide there, but it's going to be the barrel leap. Sweep him up, you silly goose, letting loose. And will be hooked in again. Hyper, what is going on here with those hooks today?
Was absolutely on their mark as the fishermen looking to pull them into the demise. But yeah, I mean, Easy having anything but an easy time, especially against you, silly goose. I mean, Groot, quite a pretty weak character into the Wolverine. But Easy does manage to take out Kaz though, so not really finding too much effect on the dive. But the demon of the end, Big Frog's right on in as Bucky feels the full force. My gun is bigger than yours, and my gun will take you out and send you back to the spawn room.
Yeah, just an absolute devil with that gun, aren't they? You know, a demon, if you will, bringing out all the power of that fire, and you can see how they ignite the battle one step further. Praise, just special delivery to the back line there. KBGS going to be happy with that, but SPLC will break through, get that capture percentage on a lock now. At long last, they find a way back in.
Yeah, that they do. As they've managed to secure a foothold, but for how much longer can they keep this up is a big question. It's on everyone's minds now. As Master Striker, I'm seeing 100% charge Raging Royal Flush there, looking to come on in pretty soon. There we go. That's it. That's it. Devil out, and the Raging Royal Flush invested in fury. A fluttering of ultimates coming on in. The last stand proc as well on SPLC Panther, and it actually goes their way. They'll let the devil out, and the Raging Royal Flush invested. Some pretty significant hedging of their bets there, but it doesn't pay off. It's like KBGS forced to fold yet again.
Forced to fold yet again here, and see if they can lock things back in. Hyper! Good to find the Emperor there, and looking to see if they can move into a new groove here as they take it slow, take it steady, but they aren't ready for what's next. The last stand, lock and load, barrel leap into the sweep. They find 2 KOs across them and look for more over the top with the Psionic Seduction, locking them in. A Carbon Crush, there ain't no rush as they push through, and they will flip the point back.
Yeah, it's just a game of seesaw right now, tit for tat. As KBGS, once this next fight starts to roll on in, we should be on relatively even standings. And I think is that a portal on in? Yep, I was right. Portal comes on in, Mr. Yeet Turtle. It's a special delivery straight into its bowels of the mission area right now. But firework finale procced as well, but Easy does have access to the Strangling Prison, so once this all does go down, surely we see the Strangling Prison and the Kraken impact, but not to be. Bucky goes down prematurely.
Yeah, not to be, not today, maybe not ever, as they will hold on. Praise going down there. KBGS pressing them against the wall. Deathclaw coming out from Rowdy to do the best they can to hold on, hold firm here. They need some kind of answer, but the Demon of the End will look to put an end to this map here. The shots come through 1 for 1, finally getting it done. A Kraken impact just to get back on the mission area. Shots coming through one after the other. Barrel leap to sweep it up. Mr. Yeet Turtle going down as well. Try as they might, the battle is done. The victory is KBGS for map number 1.
Yeah, it's a reverse sweep coming on in, but definitely not an easily fought battle. SPLC really doing quite well to try to sustain that, but just fell short at the end. They had everything in their hands, the Strangling Prison and the Kraken impact. but unfortunately just didn't work out the way that they'd so anticipated. But honestly, absolutely exhilarating domination. First map that, I mean, went all 3 mission areas, so absolutely beautifully done from SPLC. I can tell they still have some fire and fury left in their soul to carry over into our next map, whatever that may be, Mr. Mattse.
Yeah, keen to see how that turns out, Oni. We'll give our players a bit of time to set up here before we move on into that one. But an exciting, a competitive first one to come through there, Oni. You know, I got to give props to both sides. They both managed to get their hands on the objectives, and KBGS, they managed to find the full reversal onto that one, so you got to give them props where they are deserved. Absolutely, my man. But keen to see what the next one is. Looks like they are locked into Idrisil Path moving into this one, and looks like our teams are just as keen to get going because we're ready to go.
And just like that, getting stuck into our bad phase, and
it's starting to get Jurassic on it this time around. Keen to see how they sink their teeth into this one, but again, hell up banned on that one. Magneto going to be banned away again as well. So powerful ban, especially on this map. We'll go for the Strange Protect though. So I guess, yeah, more focus over those portals there. You know, try and clutch it out at the last moments. Curious to see what will come through from KBGS this time around. But curious if the draft will be very duelist focused again here.
I mean, it's a bit hard to say at this point, as yeah, I mean, the very duelist-centric ban lanes that we saw previously on Domination, I mean, it does make sense to some extent, since it's very close quarters, very up in your face. But now, once we do go into these convoy maps, where Yggdrasil Path, very front-to-back map, still some potential for dive, but pretty much most of the map is a relatively narrow corridor, so not really too much in terms of opportunity for dive to really thrive. But in saying that, Venom has been taken out, not really surprising, but more so not surprising. Magneto, the first ban of SPLC Panthers. Magneto felt really underpowered for quite a while, but has come back in a really, really big way. And no surprises that SPLC don't want to deal with Mag at all, but neither do they with the Magic. But the Lunar Save coming on in, and Gambit on the flip side on KBGS. Some big prioritizations of these strategists. Very, very important. So they are seemingly going for more of a Vanguard-focused ban lane this time.
Yeah, and I guess it makes sense considering how imperative they are to a strong offense, let alone defense, coming into your classic Idrisil Path here. But one important thing we forgot about here, Oni, is that Juno is actually going to be subbing in now instead of E42OY there. So we'll see Juno playing for SPLC this time around. Interesting to see Juno giving it the best that they can. Curious to see what character Juno will be playing on. Maybe Juno will be on Stevie Rogers there. We'll see how it all goes. But Emma going to be the next banner coming through there. So looks like Juno playing the White Fox this time around. And Praise is on the Iron Man.
Interesting. Interesting. A little bit surprised. Iron Man.
There's Stevie Rogers.
Oh, hello, Mr. Stevie Rogers.
The odd octopus is bringing that one out.
Yeah, Lord no less. Lord Stevie Rogers.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we see Bucky Barnes come out again as well. Would love to see that from Juno, Bucky, but you never know until you know. For now, though, we are going to get the show on the road. Dual Pool is actually being locked in here, as a matter of fact. And both teams are bringing out the Iron Man. So it'll be the battle of who's the superior Iron Man. Not today, though. As the change-up comes out, Gambit will be on deck.
Yeah, Gambit's coming into the fray here. So this, oh, no more dual pull. We've got a Punisher thrown into the mix. I think they, might have spotted the presence of Iron Man potentially, warranting the switch over. But as soon as I say that, they've opted to go for Iron Fist instead.
Love to see it, Oni, and very keen. Oh, excited for what's to come. Speaking of, oh my god, they're managing to find plenty of KOs to kick off here. Just raining down hell from above. Oh my goodness. It's almost like we're seeing the Goddess of Death ultimate coming out there, except it's just Iron Man just hitting the normal attack.
It's just raining hell down from the sky. Just missiles, laser blasts, everything you name it is coming down on in. It looks like Praise. Praise can really do it all, but what are you doing up there, man? You silly goose. It's taking it easy. It's taking life in the easy lane right now. But for SPLC, starting to get a little bit uneasy as the dive coming on in, but easily managed as Rao and Praise just working in tandem. Seems like Praise could just honestly just sit still in up in the air, and looks like KBGS really can't manage it.
No, they have no way out at the moment. Like, Iron Man, seemingly the solution to all their problems. They've also got the Namor to support them as well, so they can play around the squids there. It's just a ton of damage kind of being thrown from all different angles here. It's a struggle for them to find any way forward. Like, I don't know how they can really deal with it, considering the only one that can really hit the Iron Man is, what, Elsa, maybe? Maybe Wolf goes for a crazy kidnap there, but like, it's still so difficult to push past them. They have at least found an opportunity. Finding the Strange there is going to be a great beginning, but still more to do as the Rage Royal Flush comes out now. The Real Gaz are going to be bringing out the Rocket as well. Dance floor from Rowdy here, though. Just looking to hold it down for their team as long as they can. They've already drawn down the clock for 2 minutes, but they are going to be followed up with the claw break time. Invincible Pulse Cannon. Oh, going to be locked off entirely there, but it doesn't matter. They follow it up afterward, and we'll find plenty of KOs, sending them back home.
Yeah, I mean, for KBGS, I mean, surely at this point, this Iron Man is just running completely rampant, so you've got to bring out something to counter him and put him under pressure, because Praise has just gone completely unchecked and gone for a flank as well. Has been discovered, but not really much else to be done. And I mean, they've opted for the triple strategist, but again, not really much in terms of a main strategist either, like an Invis, but the AGON coming on. There's the Gamma team up, looking to blast the right under the surface. Gonk gives them a way in. Strange goes down as well. So all it took was just an AGON to be sent flying right on in, and SPLC crumble into dust.
Yeah, Thanos snapped out of it this time, but looking to see if they can regather the Infinity Stones here. Look to hone their talents into the next fight. Hornet Proteus is at the ready for Saucy as well. I like how they've defensively fought the squids out there. This is big. He's dealing with the Wolverine without even landing a shot here. That's kind of insane when you think about it, but Gumio Unleashed are going to be coming out from the Real Gaz right now. We're going to push up with it. Hornet Proteus as a result as well. Here's that Glartrox long distance and pistons their way forward. A great maelstrom, but it's the dance floor coming out as well. Finding the Gambit in the interim and a more to follow. Oh, they are just burning past them right now. Iron Man doing a great job just to try and get rid of the White Fox. They will succeed in the end, but speaking of succeed, there's only seconds remaining, only. They need to get on the mission vehicle now!
Oh, I mean, time is well and truly on the essence. It's big boy Barry left.
The current score is
No!
0-2.
I can't believe this. They hide around the corner, but just like that. The defense holds right on the edge of the objective, on the edge of the checkpoint here, Oni. There's not much distance they need to cover here. What on earth was that?
Oh my days. I already just missed it by a fraction of a second. Just that literal fraction of a second hesitation cost them. I mean, they could have had a golden opportunity to contest and to at least have a chance to push a little bit further. But, oh my goodness. I don't know how they're going to come back from this one. This one's going to be quite the challenge here.
30 seconds before you attack. Get
And the
ready.
challenge has only just begun. Just We wait
Literally,
patiently.
yeah.
Hold things out for the next line of attack here. Let's see how our teams stack this one up. How they will approach it. You know, it looks like Saucy is bringing out their own Punisher now. They're looking to get groovy. It's dancing time, it would seem. There you go, Oni. They're on the decks.
Oh,
3, 2, 1.
just having a little get together, a little party, if you will, as the getting things kick started here as Wolverine already under scrutiny, being skill checked by the Punisher, but it's praised to find the opener on towards you, silly goose. And a little bit of a silly goose indeed. As taking down first, usually don't want your dive to go down first, but my goodness, it has been taking out left, right, and center. You silly goose respawns, but everyone else has been toppled over like a house of cards as SPLC are well on their way to securing the mission vehicle in record time, forcing the TP to come out from KBGS.
Let's see if they can use it here. Praise already first of all. It's a great way to come back with a resurgence here. Odd Octopus has brought out the Mr. Fantastic as well, so certainly could be the answer they need here. Let's see how it all goes now, though, as the turret finds its impact, but in turn, they find the impact for SPLC right now. Good freeze onto the Odd Octopus as well. Do the best they can to hold on firmly to the mission vehicle, but it all goes down and out here. The final stretch, the final hurdle. They push it up as fast as they can, and it will be SPLC finding a triumphant comeback on it to Envoy here. Yggdrasil Path is theirs for the taking. We tie this series up 1 apiece, Oni, so we are going to convergence.
What a series. I mean, I did say that this one's going to be even more interesting, even more exciting, and it well and truly is. Going all the way, all 3 maps needed to find out who will be the victor here. Yeah, I mean, unlike the first map that we saw on Hell's Heaven, this map really one-sided. The scoreboard tells you everything that you really need to know. Praises 22 eliminations and 8 of finals. It's going huge, really, and just gone mostly unchecked for most of the game. So, I mean, KBGS really got to get things back into order if they do want to take out this victory here.
Really impressed with how they held themselves together on to that second map in contention there, and we will see also go to a third, a final map, the decider between these two rosters. Now, it looks like it is going to be locked in on Symbiotic Surface. So, Clinter, we don't get to see the Symbiotic Surface often, but I'm excited for it. You know, this is a map that can go one of many ways. When I think about this map, I think about Penny Parker and all the havoc that could be wreaked there by Penny on that first capture point, of course. Oh, my days. That's ruined our ranked games before. But we are going to be moving on into the draft, it would seem, very quickly. These teams don't want to keep us waiting, so we're going to be skating our way straight in now. Hella, first ban again, just targeted over and over again here only. And we'll see what else is going to be locked down now as wait patiently here. Mag, so it's pretty much the same ban line time and time again from both sides. They know what they want to give, they know what they want to take here. And yeah, it's just going to be that deja vu.
Yeah, it's basically the same old that we've been seeing again, but
Magic.
I mean, my question... Oh, Magic's safe. Interesting. But, I mean, my question is the Hella ban at this point really necessary? As Praise has kind of shown in pretty convincing fashion that they are quite adept at the other range of duelists that are available to them. So, at this point, is it really worth target banning when there's a lot of other very strong characters that could be banned out, like, I mean, for example, a Magneto, a Gambit, even, as you really don't want to be dealing with that Raging Royal Flush once you do cap that mission area, and once you do start pushing that mission vehicle towards the indoors portion of the map. It does get quite close quarters, so that Raging Royal Flush could come in really handy if you do have it available to you, but to nullify it altogether for the opposing team can be quite strong if you do end up with a one-sided gambit.
Yeah, that would be quite dangerous. And speaking of danger, Emma, going to be protected this time. They will shut away the thing, but Emma will be primed up and good to go. White Fox actually going to be banned away this time, so unfortunate for Juno there. Seems they're targeting a few players on the other roster this time. So curious to see what they lock in as, oh my days, Oni. It's a wonderful day.
It's a wonderful day, is it?
It's a Hawkeye day.
Praise on the Hawkeye. Your favorite, Mr. Mattse.
Yep, number one.
Number
10
one
out of
Hawkeye
10
enjoyer.
from Praise there. Yep, we need more Hawkeye. 1,000,000%.
You know what though, Mr. Mattse? Might be a great day for you, but for me, I'm still waiting. You know what I'm still waiting to see, Mr. Mattse? You know which character
Vanpool.
that would be? Yep. Oh, you know me too well. Oh, you know me too well, Mr. Mattse. You know me too well.
They'll be coming in 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Stay
we
strong.
haven't seen him at all today, right? We've seen more Dual Pool than Vanpool.
Free my boy. Bring him in.
Yeah,
Free
he's
him.
imprisoned. Bring him back.
I've been at
Oh, there's
war with
Penny.
gods, Emma.
There's
People
Penny,
now?
but
Nah, they're
oh,
thinking about
no.
it.
Yeah, Vanpool's still imprisoned, but no strangling prisons here. As neither team really opting to go for the Groot or the Penny, even though that it is available, especially pretty strong on the defense. As SPLC looking to get a little bit more mobile, as the Venom a presence brought into this one, as you see the Goose as not actually seeing the Venom, so still an unknown quantity looking to go for a dive. As Gonk taking a lot of scrutiny as on Octopus. Looking to take a flank, open up a different angle of attack. It's really, really good from what I'm seeing here from KBGS.
Yeah, great to use the living bullet there to do a bit of work. Praise going down as well. So the Goose looking to slice and dice past the Strange here, but they're going to need to do a lot more than just establish pressure. They're going to need to lock in the KOs. We'll see how they will fare. Trying to run it back right now. The Emperor tries to take control here. Big focus onto Sawsy and Koro, but the sustainability is just too strong. Maybe not for Mr. Yeet Turtle, though. So we'll find an opening now. SPLC in deep trouble. Slowly but surely struggling away. They find a KO back from Hyper there, but that's one and done. That's all they can put in play. A portal surely should be in order here, you would think, from Mr. Yeet Turtle.
Yeah, surely Mr. Uturtle getting that portal prep, but time is of the essence there. They've already got that second tick done and dusted there, so it doesn't seem like they're going to be opting to try and challenge it. They will cede control over the mission area as now we transition over in towards mission of vehicle here on Octopus, still applying a lot of pressure, joining in forces with Gonk. A lot of forward mobility coming in, but as soon as I say that, Praise takes him out as Hyper looking to go for the dive. That's a Feast on the Abyss available as well. Surely we see that come into action pretty soon. The strategist a little bit dinged up, but KBGS turn it on their heads and they continue the reign of terror forwards.
Yeah, Juno finds at least an opening KO as well back, but I mean, KBGS, you know, they're just locked in at the moment. Really finding a lot of oppressive presence here. They're forcing SPLC back as far as they possibly can. It makes you consider, like, what can they change here? You know, is this the composition that they're really hoping for? But see how it all goes in a second as our teams prepare themselves for the next line of attack and defense. Good shots from Praise there, forcing you Silly Goose back, and more where that came from. But it's the Demon of the End, and getting let out here, Oni. It's time.
Demon of the End does find its impact. Feast on the Abyss also find an impact as well, and the fate of both worlds coming in. It's just Ult Mania, but double ult coming on in. On top of that, we got a Psionic Seduction invested as well, but not really much coming out in terms of KOs. Agamotto invested as well, Boundary coming on in. What ultimate are we not throwing? We're just finding anything under the kitchen sink and throwing it at each other, but it's SPLC to come out on top. But mind you, KBGS still have the duelist ultimates available. So, gotta be careful, otherwise you might catch a Glatrox in the face.
Yeah, that would be a very unfortunate. Ooh, looks like you might catch an arrow to the face as well from Hawkeye here. Trying their best to shut down some of the backline there. Gotta respect it, but They are going to be forced to fall back slowly but steadily as well. Here we go. Ensong Inferno coming out. You see the Dark Child from You Silly Goose as well. Sawsy great for the double there. Hyper on for one as well. You Silly Goose still letting loose though. Have found one trade back, but Juno will do one of the same there. So they do lay their claim to that battle and see if they can find confidence towards it many more momentarily here.
Yeah, beautiful Ensong Inferno from Sawsy to add more pressure towards the team that's already kind of stalled. They had a pretty successful run in towards the mission area, but now they've kind of been stuck in towards the ramp area. The Glatrock's coming on out as well. Lord, it grabs a lot of scissors coming on as Hawkeye does go down. A lot more coming out in the KO bank of KBGS. As I'll be eating my words here, they're no longer stalling. They are moving forward and looking to take a lot more space.
Yeah, looking to take an absolute ton of more space, Oni, and keen to see what else they can do here now. Hyper brings out the feast there. But I pop the symbiotic resilience just as quick, trying to get the diving strike through. You Silly Goose actually going to go down here. Hunter's Sight still available for praise as well, so certainly can use that as a bit of a trump card here. But speaking of, it's going to be the Demon of the End, trying to put an end to our strategists here. They're hiding behind cover though, so minimizing the impact. Oh, there's their next one. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, just didn't even have a chance to shoot back, but at least they find one with the Demon of the End and one in the neutral as well, right on after a little amuse-bouche, a little appetizer, if you will. As the strategists under a lot of scrutiny left to their own devices, SPLC. The backline left, stuck between a rock and a hard place, and KBGS will confirm control over the second capture point there as they're looking to go down the home stretch.
Yeah, looking to force it through on the home stretch here. See if they can make it work, as SPLC have 4, almost to 5 ults to their name here. So if they want to buy a bit of time and turn it around, realistically, they have a lot of tools at their disposal to do it. KBGS, their saving grace is they have both strat ults at the ready. If they pop them both at once, though, that is going to minimize their chances in a big way. So I'm hopeful they can strategize together in order to figure out the best way forward. But it looks like just before they have a 6-stack of ults, they have a stack of Ensong Inferno to burn their way up there. Feast the Abyss right around the back. They avoid it partially, but not for too long. Eternal Bond going to be popped there with the Glatrox at the ready as well. We'll open it up and find even more. Double down on the KO department, and they aren't even close to being done. But SPLC, they haven't popped any strategist ult there. They've left it at home.
Yeah, that's being fed to the wolves right now. Dark Child, Glatrox, you name it, everything has been thrown under the kitchen sink at them. But like you mentioned, Mr. Matt, they do have access to both strategist ultimates here and the Hunter Sight from Hawkeye available as well. But really do need to be careful. The magic, but the boundary will be confirmed, and the fireworks to be popped right on out from KBGS. And the Demon of the End just ripping and tearing, but it's actually the Luna to go pretty big there, but the Hunter's side will force KBGS back for at least another fight.
Oh, so close, yet so far. Pointer 4 meters. Oh my goodness, Oni. Certainly cutting it down to the wire, cutting a final line on that one for SPLC, but they do deliver when it counts, and they still got the dance floor available as well. So by all means, they might just be able to sustain through this. See if they can manage, though. The timing going to be everything here. They can't go too early. They can't go too late. They have to cut this real fine. Speaking of Old Octopus, a great way to go down to begin here. But the firepower from the Gonk Emperor is just too much as well. They're managing to structure their way forward. A dance floor going to be coming through here. Sonic Seduction up front. And they're catching everyone in their rays. Looking to make some big plays up that one. Bray's in trouble. It's the rubble here, Oni. And Hyper trying to bounce back.
Oh! The feast will finally come on out, and he will eat, but the TP, the freeze does come on in, but doesn't matter. On Octopus still able to contest, but the Dark Child invested on the side of KBG has been handling lifeline here, as Magic will go for the dive, and the Luna low will get taken out as well. Invis under scrutiny as well, under critical danger, but another KO found as You silly goose looking for more. Hawkeye solo as well, and Song Inferno, and the Invisible Boundary invested as well. All the members of KBGS doing their absolute best to try and hold on to this and to sustain. But SPLC, they're slowly losing members here.
They will lose them all, try their best to stall it, but finally, KBGS will succeed. A firework finale to blow it up in the end. And albeit it went down to the very last second, even the OT timer there, KBGS, they get the full push, the full distance there. So SPLC going to have their work cut out for them on to their own attacking side here, Oni, and are very eager to see how they present themselves to the test here. And speaking of how we're presented, we do see the Hyper there on the Venom playing in to the Phoenix team up. Having Phoenix on your team alongside it means it's going to be enhanced. So what does that mean? It means that they get the Phoenix Force enhanced there, so every Phoenix touch applies some sparks there, and obviously when you get 3 stacks, like when you play Phoenix, the sparks will detonate there. So
Kaboom!
Having that alongside on 2 heroes as opposed to 1 is going to be great, but they're going to lose the enhancement as Sawsey has moved on to the Moon Knight this time.
Oh. Sawsey, why you gotta ruin the fun for the rest of us? Come on.
They can still get the team up base impact, you know, with the Phoenix
That is
touch
true.
frontal slash there. It's good to have a bit of damage over time.
Yeah, a little bit of damage over time. Let's see if SPLC can deal damage over time, get themselves a full push here as well. Venom already being dinged up as well as Hyper reprising their role on the dive Vanguard as well. But going for a relatively similar approach in terms of the team comp there, but Namor now be substituted in as well.
I kind of like this, you know, it takes a little bit of the focus away. They have to deal with the squids accordingly, but I mean, it doesn't seem to matter. Mind Crush will be able to get a opening KO onto the Strange there, and see what else they can deliver now as Braze tries to raise a bit of hell here. Oh, there you go. Big shots on to Big Boy Barry on that one, and that's what you get when you have a fully charged Hawkeye in front of you. Absolute rip and tear onto your fan card. So, gotta be extra careful when walking straight up to a Hawkeye, because you don't know what they can do, and they've already found another one there. Oh, you silly goose there going down. Good trade on the Hyper, though.
Yeah, very good trade indeed as Hyper. I mean, that's a pretty big piece of the puzzle taken out there. Don't have to worry about the back line, but don't have to worry about keeping your strategies alive as they've been taken out there. And that's a lot of ultimates being invested. Fireworks coming out, dance floor coming out as well, and the feast coming on as Hyper has managed to come back from the depths of hell as KBGS going to be kept out for just a little while longer as SPLC will stabilize and continue their reign of terror here, and the point capture all but confirmed now.
All but confirmed, all but locked in, but there you go. We move on to the convoy segment now, and Prey is just continuing to hold the front line here, doing the best they can to raise a lot of damage on the front side of things here. Definitely can find some good impact there. There you go, Hyper playing straight into the impacts there. Doing the best they can with it, but it is going to be you, Silly Goose, locked in first. The Demon coming out now. Big shot from up top. Trying to lock it in for 2. The ball through. There you go. And they cancel the Agamotto from Mr. Yeet Turtle as well. That's kind of huge, Oni.
It really is, as KBGS. I mean, they needed to find that early impact, store for as long as possible, and taking out the Agamotto. Very, very big indeed. But SPLC, they still have a decent amount of ultimates currently available to them. They've got the Hunter side as well, which has proved to be quite dangerous in the previous half there. And of course, the Horn and Proteus, a lot of stunning capability available as well. And of course, the Strategist ultimates as well to boot. The KBGS also have a wealth of ultimates available to them. Eternal Bond proc as well. Both Strategist ultimates traded out as a feast yet again to come on in. A lot of scrutiny, psionic seduction, dark shot thrown into the mix. Why not as KBGS want control of his mission vehicle back?
Yeah, they want to take it back as soon as they possibly can here. Hyper forced back towards spawn as well. 4 HP in a dream. And it turns into a nightmare. So unlucky for them and theirs there, but going to be a great for KBGX right now. You know, they can hold things down on the defense a while longer. See what else they can deliver. Glassrock being available is going to be huge, you know. I'm keen to see how they make use of the Apex Predator, considering how many open spaces there are, how much distance they can carry. Be good. Hornet Proteus, though, could be better. Double KO, turning into 3. All going down and out here. Firework Finale trying to create a path back here, but it could only delay the inevitable, and honestly, could turn into a staggered KO coming out in favor of SPLC, but looks like they are going to be A-OK for now. Oh, maybe not. There you go. Both of them going down eventually, so the rest of their team are back, but they can't really stack up and match SPLC for the moment.
Yeah, not when you're missing essentially your frontline vanguard, and of course, another strategist as well to boot. So SPLC is still going to be continuing the reign of terror here, but the Glassrocks coming on in. The Apex Predator looking to rip it down, not going to find the impact that it's looking for as SPLC. They just brush it off as a mere nuisance, if you will, a mere pest. As it continues forwards as well in the neutral, Magic goes down. You silly goose being cooked alive as only mere meters away from capturing the point. There is SPLC. They are pushing forward with ferocious speed.
Moving on up with the triple down for Mr. Yeet Turtle, and they will be able to push ahead of that one with ease. So on the final stretch now, the checkpoint has been quelled, and so too will the Jubilee. Jubilation Lee breaking free there. Good job from Rowdy, but speaking of good job, they have almost 6 ults to their name, Oni, on the final stretch for SPLC here. This is dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, this really is worst case scenario there, as fortunately, this Stormcloud does have a silver lining, as Master Striker now has access to that Eternal Bond, but they've already pushed halfway. They've ceded over so much space. It's going to be really tough endeavor to try and get it back, but the Demon on the end procced as well, and that, oh my goodness, a beautiful combo there. Psionic Seduction and the Demon of the end. That's exactly what you want to see when you're down and out. You want to maximize the impact you can get, and what a beautiful combo coming in.
Yeah, well done, well played there. They will net some success at this point in time, but maybe not for long. Odd Octopus taking a ton of damage there. Will at least try and bounce back accordingly. Waiting in a place on this one. There you go, an opening from Praise there. Corner Proteus at the ready. There you go, drop it down. Not going to be able to make much use of it, but looks like Praise is ready to make some big use here. Shut down anyone in the back line. Jubilee down, and a Feast of the Abyss up front. They're looking to follow suit now. Oni ready to try and lock the path in place, and they continue to find KO for KO.
Yeah, I mean, despite the fact that there's so many ultimates available, just finding these eliminations in the neutral just over and over again, and they're virtually right at the end as well, and they still have access to 4 really strong ultimates as well. Agamotto for the stun and the boundary quite forward as well. Hunter Sight invested as well, and the Agamotto coming on in, and the dive coming in from Hyper as well. One by one, they will fall as KBGS do their absolute best. Darkchild basically ineffective as all but none remain, as SPLC will full push as well on both sides. My goodness.
Including which side you're
My goodness, well done. Well played there. Push the full distance, Oni. Cannot. You got to love it. And very eager, keen to see what else they can deliver. So they hold things down for the moment. Ready to give it to show everyone the power of Hawkeye again. We'll see what does come from this, though. There's not really any huge changes, I'd say. Like, Odd Octopus is playing the Bucky this time, so the Bionic Hook could be good, but I don't know, Oni. I Still a tough battle ahead.
We'll be coming in 30 seconds. Stay strong.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, just by looking at the time difference as well, I mean, 46 seconds doesn't really seem like much time in the grand scheme of things, but when you only have a minute available, it's basically double the time offered. The SBLC have as opposed to KBGS. This could be the difference maker here. This could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what is the go here as SPLC on the defense and KBGS on the attack.
Yeah, on the attack and ready to try and stack it up here. Lock it in. Praise. Good to dish out damage from a distance here, but no one really propelling ahead as yet. Hyper, though, ready to try and bounce back, and there you go. They do find a couple of KOs across both sides there. Still favoring SPLC for now. That can certainly change, though, as the game plays out. Hyper but we found there the symbiotic resilience can only last so long here, so we'll see how they gear on up towards the next segment. They take it slow, take it easy from here on out, but there's still going to be more battles ahead of them as the Hood is locking down damage on the back line right now. They need help immediately.
Yeah, the Hood's absolutely tearing apart the back line there. You Silly Goose does get 2 KOs as well. In the neutral as well, as I may add, KBGS have got themselves a pretty good foothold in towards the point as well, and the TP coming on in, it just might be a little bit too short. They're gonna jump right on in, and they managed to touch as well. SBLC, they've managed to find the way back into this one, but no, to no avail. KBGS, they managed to capture the mission area. SPLC now forced back to reassess the situation, but overtime burns here, so KBGS need to make sure that they keep at least one. We don't want any C9s here.
No, we certainly don't. We don't want any C9, don't want any K9 out of this one. And we'll see how things go. Is it Sawsy? Waits patiently onto this one, setting the squids up as well in case anyone pushes around the corner here. Proteus is at the ready as well, so certainly can make use of that alongside the Feast of the Abyss or something of the like. There you go. Proteus going out, finding you Silly Goose there, letting loose onto more. Try and see if they can store up even more KO presence onto this one. And it will be the Demon of the End going out here, but all the meanwhile, their team's going to have their run ending within moments here. We do have the Psionic Seduction coming up, but they're losing player for player, layer by layer, and just like that, SPLC will lock it down, lock it in on the defense, not allowing them any further.
Including which side you're on.
Yeah, very nice done.
You'll need
Oh yeah, after that TP had gone a little bit awry, just had to take a bit of a reset and to push right back on in, and beautifully done from SPLC to hold them back before any more serious damage was dealt. But now we go to the flip side here as SPLC, they have a lot more time to work with. Like I mentioned, KBGS only had a minute to work with, but still made some decent headway. SPLC on the flip side though, minute 46, almost a double the time that their opponents were afforded. But KBGS, this is interesting. They've gone for a different comp now. They've brought the Penny in and the Loki as well. So a bit of a shake-up going on. KBGS Penny, of course, absolutely a nuisance. Installing any very forward mobile offenses in, but the Loki, very interesting as well. Kind of a pseudo spawn hold, if you will, kind of emerging here. But the triple strategy is brought online here. So a lot of onus going to be on you, Silly Goose, to try and find some flanks as well to stop SPLC from advancing further.
all you need to do is capture the mission area. Time
Yeah, eager to see what they can do with it, Oni. Take it slow, take it easy here, and ready to give more where that came from. But see how things will go in a second now. Take it slow, take it easy. Ready to deliver more. Pushing over the top now. The egg's out and the egg's down. And you Silly Goose going down to Rowdy, though, is going to be a good start. Let's see if we can push a partner from this one. They try and hold it back around the corner, but it's still a neutral game here, but we're getting dangerously close as Penny will fall. Praise locking in on everybody right now. It's like they've got their ult, but they don't even have it.
60 seconds left.
Oh no, you don't want to be meeting Praise eye to eye.
Oh.
The freeze comes through and they stop them at the end.
Just barrel rolling the way
Portal?
on in.
Get that vehicle to its destination.
No portal? No portal. I mean, I'm much too late on the draw for the TP there. And it's Hyper again on the Venom, just causing so much chaos and disturbance. Odd Octopus looking to do much of the same, but bursted down by Mr. Ye-Turtle. This might just be the beginning of the end here for KBGS. They've fought so far. They've come so far. They just fell short at the end. There's a Hunter's Sight, and the feast goes on in, just pushing them back. And this may as well just be the straw that break the camel's back here.
And just like that, it is just that, Oni.
4,
SPLC run it all the way to the top. Will be able to shut this series down. Flip it on its head there. From a reverse on domination to a reverse in the whole damn series. SPLC take it for their own.
Again, an absolutely exhilarating series. Reverse sweep from SPLC to come on in as overtime necessary to bring this victory about there, but a very, very close game from KVGS. Some few instances here and there, if they'd just gone their way, we could have been seeing an entirely different story here. But I mean, really, really well done to KVGS. They did give it a really red hot go and gave SPLC a really good run for their money there. But on the flip side of SPLC, praise is just hitting some absolutely crazy shots at the Hawkeye, I can't lie.
Yep. It's Hawkeye. That's my guy. I think they got like 29 finals in that game. That's kind of insane, Odie. In fact, that's really insane. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. But while we get things set up for our third and final series of the day, everybody, we are going to head to a short break. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back before you know it. Welcome back, everybody, to the AEL High School Marble Rivals Term 3 competition here. It is Mattse and OniPotence coming at you with all the action. And speaking of action, yeah, that's you, that guy.
This way. That's bad.
Yeah, that guy.
Yep. This way.
Yeah.
There we go. Wait.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
a bit like ET there, you know? Gotta love it. All right, Oni, we're gonna phone home into our next series here as we have SPCM Spaghetti Sauce taking on Phoenix Black here. Now, how does the series start? We are going to be starting off on Domination in Hell's Heaven. Who would have guessed?
Again.
Yeah.
3 in a row.
Again.
3 in a row.
Gotta love it. And gotta love it to see what these teams can do. But without further ado, we are going to be bringing you this series right here, right now. So no point waiting. Let's get in the draft.
Yeah, let's sink our meaty claws into this one as interesting. At the top there, we've got Hood, and we've got a nice little family. We've got the parents and their 4 children.
Yeah, the Mantis family.
The Mantis family.
Yeah, the Mantises.
Don't talk to me or my child or my child or my child or my child again.
Yeah. Devil Dino actually going to be banned out this time, so there you go.
No Jurassic Party. No more Jurassic Party.
We've seen
Blade?
too much of it in our draft. Yeah, Blade's going to be banned out. The Hood actually going to be protected there. I think that might be the first time we've ever seen that, so that's kind of crazy.
I believe so, but on the flip side of things, Emma Save coming on in, we have seen that one in our previous series. As, Emma's still a relatively strong force to be reckoned with, and as is Elsa, so rightfully taken out by Phoenix Black. But Spaghetti's also going to cook up something here in that next band. It's been relatively interesting thus far, but Magneto, not surprising. Magneto is quite the terrifying force to find on the front lines there. But the second save, coming on in, and Mattse. Honestly, not surprising since we've got a family of 4 Mantises here. So, Phoenix Black, what do you think they're going to be saving here?
Mantis? No, I'm kidding. I think they might be looking to go for one of the other strategists there. Probably Luna, you'd think. But you don't know until you know. It looks like, yeah, there you go. Invis is going to be the one protected this time. It's been great to see the Invis and Torch team up. You know, having that flame shield there has really netted a lot of benefits. You know, you can get the bonus damage when shooting through it, as well as keeping your teammates with that additional coverage as well. So, just benefits all round. But one more ban for both sides, and Venom is on the chopping block.
No surprises at all there whatsoever. I mean, Venom, a very, very terrifying force to be reckoned with.
Pick your hero.
And yes, indeed, there does go Luna as the last 2 bands locked on in. As we start to get our team cops organized here. As some pretty interesting decisions coming on out here. A Penny and Emma front line there. And a triple support with an Ultron. I really like this on Phoenix Black.
Yeah, I love triple strategist there from the Phoenix Black side. Always good to see Ultron coming out. You know, you don't see too much Ultron every now and then. But today is going to be the return of the Ultron. So, very eager for the triple strategist lineup to give it their best. But keen to see how SPCM fares with their double strategist lineup there, having the Mantis and the Invis in a comparison. And bringing out the Hood as well. You know, they mean a business, but we'll see how it all goes down now as our teams prepare themselves for battle once again. JB Mel's looking to don the Penny as well. So, Penny Parker still in business here.
Battle starts in 5.
Oh, that they are indeed, as
3, 2,
both teams going for a bit of a different approach. SPCM opting to play that 2-2-2, whereas Phoenix Black, like we mentioned before, the triple strategist coming on in. Ultron brought into the fray as well. I do like to keep my eye on Ultron as he's kind of flown under the radar for a decent while, but he plays so well into this triple strategist lineup. especially on this map as well, there's a lot of cover for him to kind of work around as well. So Burbo Box doing their best to stay alive there, but JB Bell's taking a lot of fire and fury as a Hood of Future Ferris, the first to find the elimination of this match.
Yeah, first to fall and ready to stall here. See what else they can do. So hold the down, Dive Compa in a bit of peril at the moment, taking a ton of damage around the outside. Oh, CJ's player might be able to do the same thing. So they hold it back at the moment on the Hella. Oh, down and out. Good for Future Ferris there on the Hood. Trying to see what they should or shouldn't do here as they continue to build up some convincing presence over the mission area for now.
What do you got? 20? 29% now, 30%, 30 even, yes, you're so right indeed. As Dragon's ultimate slowly starting to be built here as well. It's good, not that far off either as well. So it's just going to be a race to the finish line of who can get their ultimates up first. It will be Mad Dog. That's solid resurgence available. So a lot of capabilities for him to push even further, push Phoenix Black back even further as well. The Psionic Seduction, the first ultimate to be invested as Phoenix Black look to charge forward, but the solid resurgence coming on in to stabilize, to sustain for as long as possible. So that's Psionic Seduction rendered ineffective.
Yeah, rendered useless even. Do have the boundary available now though. Can maybe use that or the Rage of Ultron. I mean, Phoenix Black have almost all three Stratos, so realistically they can sustain through any fight, and they are going to start with a boundary there. Not quite on the mission area though, so that actually might harm them more than help them here. Like, sure, they get closer, but they are now going to bring up the boundary as well. Rage of Ultron, it's the Demon of the End coming out, trying to put an end to this resurrection here, but for now, everyone's ults go down. Eternal Bond will be trickled out as well. Darkchild going to be popped there from 5-4, 5-4-6, and ready to see if they can fix things up with the Eye of Agamotto as well.
Yeah, not to be the Darkchild also rendered ineffective as well. So for SPCM, the only ultimate that they do have available is Eye of Agamotto. Phoenix Black. Some few ultimates about to come online very shortly, but Point already fully in SPCM's hands at 99%, and a hit of the Maelstrom will take down Ultron of all characters. As Phoenix Black, they lose a member of the strat line as well, but Spider Sweeper coming on in charge deep in towards the bowels of the mission. Point as well, but SPCM still holding through pretty strong as a Maelstrom. From Tangent, looking to turn nasty, nasty Typhoon.
Yeah, looking to turn the tides left, right, and center. Here we go. Sonic Seduction going to be locked in for Koji there, but it's a Future Ferris. Going to lock it down right now as they will find success. The Eldritch Monument locked down for SPCM there, it would appear. And we move on up to the Super Soldier Factory now. So, an incredible start, you know. It seems double strategist will prevail against the triple strategist side there, Oni, and they've got all the ults to give heading into the next fight as well.
Yeah, I mean, 70% as well on Silky, as opposed on the side of Phoenix Black. I mean, yeah, they've got two virtually at tit for tat there in the hands of Cloak and Invis. But yes, I mean, still, SPCM do have access to that Living Chi and that Eye of Agamotto. It's a lot of danger that Phoenix Black could face themselves in here as well. Yeah, it's a pretty disparaging difference in the ult economy on the side of Phoenix Black. But ult economy isn't everything, Mr. Mattse. You know, a lot of eliminations can come through in the neutral. It's just a matter of how you play it.
That's right, my man. A matter of how you play it. A matter of how you get the job done here. And prepared to see how things play out. The mission area hits the unlock here. Take it slow and steady. Soul Resurgence into the Living Chi there. So combining into Chaos as they will lock in a KO for KO. Forcing out the Eternal Bond there. You'd almost think that might have wanted to come a little earlier to keep their team online, but maybe it doesn't matter. They will find one back there. Shutting down Eden in the meanwhile. Looking for more. And Iron Fist gonna be a big annoyance to Hawkeye there. And they do shut down a Burbo box eventually and meditate in the skies. Why not? Why not? But it's a battle of the magics now. Who's going to be able to find the final trick?
And finally, Dive Copper does get taken out, but the Maelstrom of JB Mouse has been an absolute nuisance at first. Damage is much too strong. Dark Shard available now in the hands of 5, looking to slice and dice their way on through, but the team up chains it together as a lot of ultimates available for SBCM to work with now. They've lost control and ceded over towards Phoenix Black. But with one good push as well, they've got a Demon at the end available too. Just need to get through this choke. This Strange now out of position as well. But again, a lot more ultimates now coming up and available for SBCM.
They're going to be in a big trouble there, Oni. But here we go. The Demon at the end coming out, trying their best. They will shut down Enid Sinclair and more. Well done to use the sheer power of that one to break in. Oh my goodness, Burbo Box, how did they escape that? I don't even know, but you know what? They're not going to escape for long as the magic comes into play again. And now ready for another battle of the magics. It may yet appear, maybe not. They will hold back on the mission area for now. Psionic Seduction finds Mantis, so this is a good start. Could even turn things around one step further here.
Very real potential as Tangent put under a lot of pressure as well and will be the Cluck and Dagger to finish them off. So Phoenix Black well in control of the mission area right now. Future Ferris will try and deliver a little bit of poke damage and nothing really too egregious going on. They're still stuck in this choke. Phoenix Black are looking to try and push a little bit further in, but SBC want to turn that around. The Soul Research is coming on in, but the Carving Crush and the kick forces Mad Dog off the points, and the Soul Resurgence thrown completely out of the window, and the AGON blocked as well. Phoenix Black are well in control, but the Dark Child looking to turn things around here.
Yeah, looking to turn it around and see if they can hit their enemies straight to the ground. A Burbo Box still locked down, locked in here, but 5 isn't going to be alive on this. Slice and dice their way through the Strange there, bringing the pain. Battle of the Magics, a trick or treat. Let's go for the repeat there, but they are going to jump off. Look to reset, it would seem, into the next portion here. Maybe trying to go for a portal. I'm not sure what's going on there. Only a bit of a miscom for the environmental KO that ensued.
Bit odd. Not really sure what happened there, but
yeah,
we move as we're now onto our third mission area there. Third and final just for this domination. We still do have a few more maps to get through, Mr. Mattse. It's not over just yet.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more maps, depending on how the series progresses. We've already seen 1 3-mapper in our second series of the day, so who's to say that this third and final series might not go the distance as well? You never know till you know, my man. So, keen as can be. And there's no way this comes out, right?
For once, I'm actually
Could be.
glad I
It could.
Yeah.
We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen it yet. And,
that
you know,
time.
people have... Oh.
4,
Darn it.
Oh.
Next time.
all you need to do is capture the mission.
Oh.
Got it?
Come on. Oh, at least you still do get another dive duelist. That's fine.
Yeah, we'll take it this time around. But Phoenix Black are going to have the ult advantage this time. Certainly can take control of the situation early with the information they have and the ult to boot. But speaking of, Boundary going to be popped first by SBCM here. So Phoenix Black can respond accordingly with the turn one if they want, but they don't even need to. Like, no one's even close to going down there. Sure, SBCM get the early control in the mission area, but I mean, Phoenix Black have all the tools to just strike back just as quick.
Yeah, honestly, much stronger as well. Still questioning that investment of the Boundary, as now, in this situation, they really could have used the Living Machine coming on out, but not really doing too much. Cloak using that T1 to protect themselves for a little while along with the Living Machine doing a lot of damage, but elimination's not going their way as Phoenix Black are being handed a pretty good deal out of this one. Not even any ultimates invested, barring that psionic seduction as well. So they're still fighting for control, but honestly, at this point, I don't think they need to invest any ultimates into this. They can just save it for the next fight. So this does get a lot more dangerous for SPCM.
Yeah, more dangerous by the second here. Burbo Box trying to hunt down Silky there. Be able to shut them down accordingly, but we'll see how it all goes now as Phoenix Black ready and will be able to skate ahead here. Double KO to their name and take aim at more. That's a great sedation from Mad Dog there. Enables their escape further, get back to the team, but I mean, they're going to need more sustain than that as they are still feeling the pain here. Yeah, they barely held on through that one. Will go down eventually and more to follow. So great from CJ's Fire there, doing a good job.
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix Black is sticking to what they know and love. They're still keeping on, holding on, staying loyal to his triple strat lineup here. And they're pushing forward as well, trying to take a lot of space and put SPCM under pressure. As Strange looking to try and tussle. A lot of angles open up for Phoenix as well. They're taking some different flanks as well, so opening up a lot more angles of attack to really pinch SPCM and put them in a pretty rough situation. That's a boundary, but they couldn't make into it. They couldn't get into it, so it's been again, yet again, an opportunity for the boundary to find its full effect squandered.
Again and again, it all comes crashing down on Mr. Oni. And it will be Phoenix Black on track here, but is that what I think it is? Jeff? It's Jeff available? Could this be the turning point for them? Could this be the answer, Oni?
Very well could be. It's Jeff. And he's here, and he is deadly, and he's hungry as well. Ultimate available. Soul Resurgence does come on in as well. Looking to try and push in, looking to force the envelope here. But Phoenix Black do have ults available of their own. Dark Child and the Eternal Bond going to be very, very strong. Very, very critical here. The Demon of the End not really coming to full effect. But the Jeff Dean coming on in, and he just makes it Strange to spat out off the map. So Phoenix Black, they are down a member, but they're still holding on strong here.
Holding on strong, holding on firm here, but the battle's not won yet. Phoenix Black doing the very best they can, and here we go. It will be the Dark Child coming out, Living Chi on top. Ayabagamoto running around the outside. Jeff goes down. Good trade on the Bobo Box, and looking to box their way forward. A strategist in peril here. Silky Squad are somehow surviving. I don't know how they're pulling this off, but you know what? They won't pull it off for long. It could be over and out without a doubt here. Phoenix Black ready, waiting, pushing ahead, skating forward, and it will be map done and dusted in their favor there. Can you believe it, Oni? A full-scale reversal.
Our second reversal of the day here as Phoenix Black, they're looking battered and bruised on the first mission area, but they come back better than ever. Strike back against SPCM, but they did have a pretty good run for their money. It definitely wasn't an easy path. There were a lot of times where the map were kind of in seesaw on the balance, but Phoenix Black, they managed to stabilize right at the very end to get themselves map number 1.
Yeah, well done. Well played to them and theirs there, Oni. Got to give them props, you know. I think they did a fantastic job in order to earn themselves that first map there. And very keen, excited for what our second one could look like here as well. As, you know, both those teams were primed up. They both got a slice of the pie there, so to speak. You know, we saw them both take control of the objectives, and very excited for what our next map on Convoy is going to be.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a pretty interesting convoys. We've seen what have we seen? We've seen Spider Island.
Yggdrasil
We've
Path.
seen Yggdrasil Path. So I'm curious as
Yep.
to what the next one could be. I mean, any ideas?
Thebes.
Thieves.
Yeah.
Mm. I don't think the teams are too used to that one just yet. Neither am
Maybe
I,
not.
to be
Maybe
honest.
not. I love it though. I love it. You know what? It's not going to be Thebes. It is going to be Idrisil Path though. So without further ado, coming from me to you, we are getting straight into map number 2.
Let's get stuck right into this juicy band phase, as this one going to be very interesting to say the least, as well, as Emma is banned out first. Priority ban on the Emma. Very interesting. But yeah, it looks like Koji was signaling their intentions to play the Emma, but not to be. No sir, no Emma going to be present for this one. But again, Blade banned again first for the second. I'm starting to think that this is a target ban.
I think it is. I think they've got something. Yeah, they got something against them there. We'll see what else will transpire here, though.
A Magneto save and a Hood save as well. Very interesting. As a lot of emphasis on protecting these Vanguards. Cloak ban to come on out as well. So yeah, I mean, even if you just look at Igniters as well and the most recent MSF, there's a lot of emphasis on having these one-sided Vanguards, especially Magneto as well. I honestly would never have expected Rivals to get to the point where we'd be saving and banning Magneto. But I mean, Elsa banned out as well. Not really surprising either. So pretty interesting across the board to see how these like bans and saves have evolved through every season.
Yeah, and speaking of, we are seeing Mantis get protected now as well, so good for SPCM there. But a target ban going out on the Cloak as well. They don't want to see Enid bringing that one out anymore. So curious what Enid will flex to, considering that has been banned away here. But speaking of bans, we are going to be seeing Invis on lock, Ultron locked away. So SPCM do not want to deal with any form of triple strategist again, it would seem.
Just a lot of target bans going on out here. So yeah, I mean, it seems like they've caught on to the fact that Ultron into this triple strategist has been quite a nuisance to deal. Again, just more target bans.
The right heroes could make all the
Now
difference.
time to lock it in for our hero selections here. The Hood's back on both sides, it would seem. Black Widow. Is it time? Is today the day? We haven't seen it much today, actually.
I think you may be right. I think we may have seen it in what, Matt? Out of all series that we saw today.
Yeah, it's an interesting shift considering what we've seen in like the mid-season finals and everything in between there. So keen, curious to see how things go. Heading into the next phase of the show here, Idrisil Path. A map which ended abruptly the last time we were there, but I'm hoping this one can go the full distance only. See what they will achieve though as they prepare for battle here. Black Panther coming out. I'm not holding my breath. They've baited us before. They'll do it again.
We await with bated anticipation as we see if the BP pick will
The battle
truly
starts in 5,
come into fruition here. But I mean, SPCM,
2, 1.
interesting comp. They've opted for... Yeah, okay, yep, there we go. There we go. Bye, BP.
Bye. See you never. But hello, Magic. As we hold it down for the moment. Good hits over the top there. Future Ferris focused up on to the Black Widow this time around. So ready, waiting to see if they can just get ahead of this one. And Burbo Box forced to fall back as well. There's some good pressure being established from the front line from SPCM so far. They've also found JB Mells. So good to find the player advantage. And they might even be able to take that one step further along again.
Yeah, some really good pressure on both sides as well. Having Gambit available on Phoenix Black could be really big there. As those anti-heals going to come into very handy. But on the side of SPCM here, we've kind of opted for yet again another 2-2-2 comp there. But this is a bit odd. They're playing it dive duelists, but then they don't really have too much in terms of facilitating that dive, either really in terms of the Vanguard as well. So it's a bit of a mismatch here and there. So interesting to see if that is going to work out for SPCM there. But Phoenix Black playing a definitely a lot more of a comp that we are accustomed to seeing.
Yeah, you know, it feels like one of the more traditional compositions there, like Gambit coming out. You know, you're going to see the Soul Resurgence locked in as well now. So, looks like we are going to see the Demon, Demon rather, coming out as well. Love to see the Demon to the end. Future Ferris are good for it and are locking in more alongside their team. So, we'll steam ahead of it here for now, gaining a lot of traction on the path, but Phoenix Black are ready to counterattack accordingly.
Yeah, and that's a Demon on the end available as well. And mind you, the Raging Royal Flush. It's Assassin coming in as well, but take it out. Only managing to find one is viable jump though, as the Raging Royal Flush comes on out. And one SPCM are forced back. It's not going to be an easy capture right here, as SPCM will have to fight for every single meter.
Yeah, every single meter, every single line of focus here. Keen and curious to see what else they can dish out onto this one. So wait patiently for the moment to hold around the outside here. Big burst of damage there, almost shutting away a dive combo. There you go. See you later. CJ Spire does get it done eventually. And here we go. Demon to the end, putting an end to the enemies in front of them there, turning them from in front to casualties.
Yep, just drawing out the time as well, as it does have a duration, but I mean, just by the mere presence of that ultimate is gonna force them to kite for just a little while longer, but so push back in once again after Demon of the End does go down. Mag Meteor available as well, but the last stand to come on is slicing and dicing, and that's a double KO found. It's absolutely big for Dive Comp, as it gives them another way in, another lease on life here.
Another lease on life and ready to see if they can come back into this one, slicing and dicing their way forward. So we'll draw through to the next path forward towards the second checkpoint now. Speaking of, Demon at the end are going to be popped now by Future Ferris here. Not getting anything really from it. They're just kind of chilling. Okay, why not, Oni? Just doing it for the vibes.
A bit of misclick as well.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us. Definitely happens to the best of us.
Gotta love it, but we'll see what else we gotta love in a second here, as they do find the opening on a 5-4-5 or 6 there. Great to see that opening KO, and looking to turn the tides even more. Koji locks it down close to the Assassin's focus now. Certainly can lock in a many a KO with that one if they choose. Speaking of, there you go, Assassin's focus locked and loaded. Oh no! Double straddle, the Meteor coming over the top as well. Oh, this is devastating for SPCM, Oni.
Yeah, it's definitely not an ideal scenario, especially not when the Raging Royal Flush is coming right back on in, comboed with that Dark Charge, slicing and dicing, fed to the Wolves, and it's essentially a full clear of SPCM's assault there, forced back to the drawing board. To SPCM, they need to regroup, as there's only a minute 20 left on the clock. Time is well and truly of the essence there. No strategist ultimate really being able to be built up in that time either.
Yeah, not going to have much to do here, much to bring into the fray, but we'll see what else is going to be in store today as Dive Compa goes down again. So, good opening from Burbo Box there. Looking to see if they can follow it up also. So, we have the Demon at the end available as well, and we'll see a Tangent Rouge go down. JB Mel's already does have that team up with Scarlet available there, so can get the swords out, slice and dice. Not play nice here, but for now, Phoenix Black are doing a fantastic job at just holding them in place.
Yeah, not even really playing a spawn cup of sorts, but they're doing really well to a pretty good imitation of imagery of it. As a lot of elimination started to come on in the neutral now. On the side of SPCM though, they found a way in. They've lost 2 of their characters, but this demon of the end procced a little bit too prematurely. Does get a little bit of damage off, but doesn't really find the value that is so looking for. But time is ticking down there. Only 6 seconds left and overtime just on the horizon.
Yeah, only just on the horizon. Last stand coming out as well. Combined with the Soul Resurgence. Assassin's Focus is ready for Koji. Don't know if they'll use it here. Love Cold Server goes down. There's the Assassin's Focus coming out, trying their best to lock in a shot. Not going to be able to hit the trigger though. Will be swept away. So, great triple KO from 5-4, 5-4, 6. Ready to get even more big clicks there. It's a quad KO, locking it in. Will they be able to meet it with a portal, or will it be something else entirely? It's the demon at the end there. Shield's coming up. They do get the portal off. Oh my goodness. They will be able to hold contest onto this one, Odie.
They will somehow, by an absolute miracle, hold on for just a little while longer, but the elimination's going into the play of SPCM though. But the Dark Child available, just need to make sure that it goes off. But they were so close. But SPCM will weather the storm. And now making their way over to the final point.
Final point, final stretch here. They are going to be happy as can be. Oh, Feral Leap over the top though, trying to sweep away the hood there. Unlucky for Purpo Box and Co, it would seem, but we'll hold her back at least a little while longer here. Shots coming through. Wolverine again, scoop it up, lock it in. A boundary coming up from a Silky squad there. Do the best they can for them and theirs. Enid Sinclair hasn't matched it either. I like this discipline. They wait for a further fight, but they might be forced into submission here in a second as I Love Cold Sober goes down. They're in a bit of trouble. They need some sustainability. Do they pop it? No! They will drop it down, Oni. This is a big problem here. But if they can still hold it, then maybe they can get it out or the dance floor. This is such a chaotic fight.
Yeah, I mean, they've had to just permanently kite in this fight here with 4 ultimates available on the side of SPCM and on Phoenix Black as well. They have the ability to try and push this Strange on life support. It goes down, assassinated. But future Ferris with a punch. Coming on in to take out Koji one by one. Phoenix Black is starting to fall. They're starting to fold in on themselves, but they do have both of the strategist ults available.
Yeah, they've got everything that they need here. And then some. Last stand coming out. Oh! Double KO onto the strategist here and now. That could be exactly what they hoped for. Oh, the trap! Oh, that's big from Koji. Played one to the Squirrel Girl of all things. Oh my goodness. Didn't expect that, but it's here only, just like the Dark Child's here, and instilling fear into their enemies, but the sedation stops it in its tracks.
Well, it does, but it's still lasting for a little while longer on the side of SPCM. The demon on the end procced as well, but doesn't quite find its mark. A Squirrel Girl still alive, and well, Koji looking to throw acorns right at this problem, just throwing anything under the kitchen sink right at it. That's boundary going down as well by Enid Sinclair, looking to sustain. It's going on forever, it seems, but one by one they will fall as SPC are forced back as Phoenix Black looking to reign supreme. It's just one more left and they found it as Phoenix Black will stop them right at the gates. Not a full push, but a damn good effort coming out from SPCM.
Cutting it close as ever there, Oni. You gotta love it. They command respect, demand respect. And they will get it done in the end. So, fantastic work coming through from them and theirs on to that one. And let's see what else they can cook up. Heading forward from here. See a change up of the compositions there. Triple strategist maybe for Phoenix Black here. They're thinking about it. Ooh, okay. Jeffy could be coming out there maybe from... They're undecided. Looks like Black Widow will be back though, so that didn't take long. They're not playing triple strat this time. Maybe next time. But we'll see how the attack goes for Phoenix Black right now as Loki. Okay. Looking to consider it from that angle, but the Dino comes out as well, Oni. There's all these big changes.
Now, more changes. SPCM opting to play for the Dino. I mean, basically, Dino just functions as a massive, massive brick wall, a massive distraction, if you will, to stop against any real quick advances there. But I'm a little bit concerned on the side of Phoenix Black that they have brought in the 2-2-2 comp there, but they don't have access to really a main strategist. They've got a Loki, they've got a Gambit, but they're, and from what I'm seeing here, they're just looking to copy the Raging Royal Flushes over and over and over again.
Yeah, looking to do their best at a Bucky impression. Go again, and again there. So, see how it goes now. Big hit from Koji, shutting down Dive Compa immediately there. And looking to see if they can command more respect forward as well. I like how JB Mel's just looking for, you know, the bulwark, a shield there. Just try and see if they can sustain their teammates forward. What? CJ Spire going to go down in the beginning. So good start from 5 there. And looking to see if they can get anyone else around the outside as well. But this does expose the problem, you're right, that they don't have that wide-scale sustainability with their strategists there. So they certainly could find some quick KOs on the SPCM side if they lock in here.
But on the flip side, though, it's a high risk, high reward, as if they can stay on top of things, it's just going to be cycling Raging Royal Flush over and over and over again, which does prove as a big problem. But I mean, like now on the flip side as well, there's those Loki clones giving free resets over and over for the Kraken Impactors Gambit to fall, as well as Future Ferris just running amok there, just getting reset after reset. But CJ Spire looking to contest for just a little while longer.
Rogue actually coming out from Dive Compa as well. Now, Raging Royal Flush are going to be locking them in there. Koji, good for it. Assassin's Focus coming out now as well. Oh! Dive Compa goes down. More to follow! It's like we're in a compilation right now with those impressive snipe downs. And that is going to be absolutely fantastic, Oni. Oh my goodness. They keep holding on. And they give it their absolute best.
All it took was few ultimates to work with there. This Phoenix Black, they are soon to lock in this first point there, but not quite yet. Not if SPCM have anything to say about it. As Copy comes on in, the God of Mischief looking to do mischief, as that's the Raging Royal Flush copied in as well. Dark Child on top of that as well. The creme de la creme as SPCM forced back a slice and a dice. Phoenix Black will secure the point there as SPCM sent packing.
Send packing one step closer here. Gonna love it. Silky Squad are going down now as well. So good opening from the Phoenix Black side there. And we'll see what else they can achieve coming forward now. Take it slow, take it easy here. Burbo Box and Co. Waiting patiently now. Good shots around the outside there. Just looking to get it around the corner, around the next choke point here. Hulk actually going to be brought out as well. So it's a triple Vanguard lineup. SPCM are just trying desperately to bring anything to the fold. I love the changes, but I don't know if they're the right ones necessarily, as the Demon at the end is going to shoot straight through there, burning down the Strange shield and looking to yield even a deeper result. So goodbye to Strange from Koji, and maybe more to follow.
Yeah, I mean, Phoenix Black have essentially gone this whole distance virtually uncontested, as SPCM they've had to kite so far back, but didn't really have any intention of trying to push forward, just corralled into this choke and kept out, as Phoenix Black have pushed even further now. So it seems all but lost for this second point there, as Phoenix Black is rolling out the red carpet for free as well, and SPCM, the worst nightmares have been realized, as their dreams have now turned into nightmares, as Phoenix Black are just one more step away from securing this map here.
One more step, one more time. Silky Squad going down there. Great from Burbo Box. Needs to box themselves out though, but it looks like Koji is taking up the mantle. Good double KO. Make it 3 to their name. Take aim and fire. On to 4 and more here. They are not letting 5 get away either, so got to admire the precision there, but Mad Dog will be able to stop them eventually.
Let's stop the Rhino they will, but the rest of the squad looking to carry on the mantle, carry on the flame there, as they do have access to the Mag Meteor as well as Silky looking to try and get away, but dunk! Slam and dunk, it's a 3-pointer right on into the basket. The Eye of AGON Moto nullified as well, as that Mag Meteor has essentially sealed their fate. Final nail in the coffin as Phoenix Black are rolling right down the runway, and they've done it in a spectacular fashion. 2-0.
Oh my goodness, oh my days, only off the back of some huge plays, Phoenix Black will save the day. So fantastic efforts from them and theirs. Black Widow Koji getting the MVP, well deserved, especially on that last push. That was huge, insane work coming through in that second half of play there. They definitely locked in 23 finals, mate. Like, oh my god.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy business coming out from Koji there. But SPCM, again, like, these weren't easy victories for Phoenix Black. They weren't steamrolls. They made Phoenix Black fight for every single ounce of space that they had. But just unfortunately for SPCM, at the very end, they ran out of steam. And Phoenix Black capitalized to secure themselves a 2-0 victory here.
Yeah, amazing work coming through from Phoenix Black there, taking control, and they deliver when it matters there. So really got to give props to them and theirs, and props to all teams today. You know, they put on a wonderful display, and very eager to see more where that came from coming forward. But speaking of more where that came from, where we came from was our sponsors. So big shout out to AGON by AOC, the #1 gaming monitor brand in the world. AGON by AOC provide best-in-class monitor solutions for gaming and all other needs.
And of course, we cannot forget HyperX at Officeworks. Power your game with the latest HyperX gear at Officeworks. When you need speed, control, and zero distractions, Officeworks has got the tech. Discover gaming gear made to handle serious play.
Serious play every single day, Mr. Oni. Gotta love it. Got to love it. But you know what else we gotta love, Oni? We gotta love Indomie, the noodle partner. Made with high quality flour and selected ingredients and spices, a plate of Indomie mee goreng will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. So big shout out to each and every one of our sponsors there. You know, you love them, and we appreciate all of their support. And if you want to support the AEL, make sure you check out AU Esports League on all of our various social medias there, whether it's X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you name it, we are on it. You can stay up to date on all our various competitions. So definitely check it out. But speaking of checking out, Mattse and Oni are going to be checking out of this broadcast right now. It's been a pleasure to bring you all the Marvel Rivals action here in Term 3 so far, and we can't wait to see you again in the next one. Same time, same place next week. You don't want to miss it, and we will see you then and there.